everyone. We've got some great NBA action for you tonight. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. You look at San Antonio.
And given the nature of the rivalry between these teams, expect emotions to be running high. Both teams have to feel a little on edge right now.
And who doesn't love this stuff? Two teams that have beef. Look, the stakes are a little bit higher, and it should make this a very interesting matchup.
Yeah, the dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Now here's Morant. His stats right now averaging 9 points a game. Yep, that one's good. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
How can you even guard someone who is 7'4" on the catch and shoot? Quick answer, you can't.
Towns outside. Fires for three. Rebounded by Castle.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Back to Anunoby. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Castle. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Down low. And Washington powers it through.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
RJ, San Antonio's seen a surge in popularity. Spurs jerseys seem to be everywhere these days.
Yeah, they call that the Wemby effect. When a team has a generational talent like Victor, a lot of new fans come on board.
Here's Dallas now. Morant into the lane. Here's Flag. Another one falls for Dallas.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Fox. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Pass to Christie. And it's powered home by Towns.
Put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Yep, count it.
You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league. He is so much more physical.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you. John Morant able to fly with the best, but he said, sometimes I get knocked out of the air and hit the floor. After the game, you may feel that. So I just pick and choose, man. Hey, 2 points is 2 points. I get it done. That's all that matters. Guys, back to you.
He can still get up. Allie LaForce with the report. Thanks, Allie.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Here's Morant. Sweet little floater. Morant's got his second bucket on the night.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Outside Wembanyama. Over Washington. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's got 6. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Towns. Here's Flag. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. It's good.
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Anunoby on the wing. San Antonio moving the ball around. Shot from 12. Wembanyama, no good. The Mavericks leading. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Christie. Knocks down the triple.
Sharing the rock. Part of what makes John Morant such a fantastic player is his ability to pass.
Here's Fox. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Outside Morant. Outside Christie. Here's Towns. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Mavericks?
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area and imposing their will down there whenever they want.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the rock, this offense runs so much smoother.
Here's Patterson. Drills it from deep. Patterson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Pass to Christie. And it's Smits with a rebound. Spurs trail by 4. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. Here's Patterson. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Christie's shot is off.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
Now here's Russell. He's scoreless. And stolen by Williams. There's the steal to the middle. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Petrovic. Nails it from 3. Petrovic has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Here's Minot. Here's Petrovic. McBride covers. Lively. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells a story of how well you are playing team offense.
And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Petrovic. Now here's Lively. Screen by Lively. Here's Petrovic. And a slam dunk by Lively.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And Williams drops them both.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and is getting them to the free throw line.
Pass to Petrovic. The 3 is up. Rebound San Antonio. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Russell, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 6. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Spurs. And a nice finish on the layup. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of this game. Russell. Here's Lively. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Lively's got 6.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Wembanyama down low. Oh, it's Wemby!
And once he gets deep enough positioning, there's not much you can do to stop Wemby.
Pass to Petrovic. Back to Russell. Here's Petrovic. Three-pointer, no good.
not his best efficiency this quarter. And look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Wembanyama. Minot pulls it in. Russell deciding where to go with it. Screen by Lively. It's stolen by Wembanyama. The pull-up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be back with you shortly. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Now here's Wembanyama. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Outside Morant. To the inside. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, we know Morant can put up tons of points, but Ja is at his best when he's also involving others.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Here's Flag. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And Ja Morant has said he wants to dial back his dunking for his health. Did that ever cross your mind, Richard, as an aerial artist?
Well, dunking can take its toll over time, but I was kind of a crash test dummy. I was going to keep jumping no matter what. Ja's a little bit more concerned with getting hit in the air. And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots. Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Double on Wembanyama. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Anunoby on the take. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And I love the burst that Anunoby can bounce off the floor with, finishing the drive. And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now here's Fox. He's got 6. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done. Woo!
Here's Flag. We've got 1:23 left in the third. Here's Washington. And the layup is good off the glass. Washington's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. A different look for San Antonio. Spurs trail by 8. Right side, Williams. A minute 6 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
the paint. Here's Minot. It's hauled in by Patterson.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And the Mavericks making a change here. Spurs trail by 6. And it's Williams off the drive. And he makes it. Williams has got 7.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Why not? And it's Smits with a rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Mavericks making a switch here. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 4-point game. Pass to McBride. Johnson on the wing. Gets it off. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They set the pick. Ja slices through. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Castle. San Antonio moving the ball around. Now Wembanyama. From 9 feet. It's good. Off the glass.
A big night for Wembanyama is a career night for most players.
Towns on a screen. Three-pointer. Vassell with the rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Here's Flag. The rebound by the Spurs. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. Wembanyama with it. Towns covering. It's stolen by Washington. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Morant surveying the floor. Pass to Christie. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in. Good work defensively by Castle. San Antonio trailing here. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Here's Castle. Now Wembanyama. Here's the pick. Now Fox. To tie it up. Morant pulls it down. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Vassell there for the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Fox with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Wembanyama. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now here's Castle. Both hands there for a little extra.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. And stolen by Morant. Now Washington.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Wembanyama screen. Ooh, he leaves no question.
Oh, the young man showing composure down the stretch. Big points from Castle in a big moment.
Here's Flag. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. 46 seconds left to the fourth. Oh, he misses the layup. And stolen by Morant. Here they come with numbers in transition. Christie buries it from outside.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Castle fires. Wasting no time. They answer with a three.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
They knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. And he commits the intentional foul.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws good. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That should put this game on ice, not leaving any points behind.
And the Spurs call time here. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
And so the big win by Dallas in a tight game. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
And B.A., they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.